Before you go to the international playoffs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And this is a great representation of that. Like, it's about as literal as it gets. So here we go, game number one. What literally was the championship in Springs for Europe. We've got here at the Spring Royale, where the winner of this isn't the king, but is going up against who's fighting for that in the winner's side of the bracket. That would be Hughes from South America. Let's see how this plays out, as Godly is opening it up with Diamond Head here against Neeze on the Mordex.
He changed it up a little bit. I mean, he was having that kind of character identity crisis in his matchup against Hughes, but looks like it's back to the Caspian against Neeze specifically.
Nice. Man, I mean, so far, Neeze is looking so good. We're going to see if he's able to get the first stock here, throwing out these D-lights. Tries to go for a read with that neutral sig. It doesn't connect, but still has positioning. Tries to go for the slide as well, but Godly doesn't fall for it. Because one thing I will say about the way that Godly plays is that Neeze, we've already pointed out in previous sets, can kind of go for some wacky options, but Godly's definitely one of those players that will punish him painfully for it.
Speaking of wacky options, although that time, much to my surprise, Godly didn't punish him painfully for it. Like, ah, yes, the pivot down signature that was nowhere near hitting you. And if Godly's like, I'm not going near that, Neeze is still in complete control here. Has taken a bit of damage, but he's not like a hit away from being knocked out. Like that sideline recovery, if that even connected, wasn't going to do it. Whereas Neeze could just stare him here at this point.
Wow, that's
corrected. I forget why I play. I talk about it all the time. That's why you pick Caspian. Sides to get either move, either weapon's really, really good. Even up now.
Good cleanup from Neeze. He's going to be over to the side. Definitely feels like he's a more side-centric Mordex.
Yeah, just throwing out all these anti-air neutral lights, and he's finding them one after another here. Gets the retaliation down air right there to push Godly off stage. Wow. Doesn't go for the down light there off for the neutral light, and it's just shy, but Godly, hold on.
Whoa. Puts up the neutral signature there. Side sig comes through as well, or down sig rather.
Down sig, I know. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah. But especially when it was Diamond Head in particular, because the guitar side sig and the gauntlets down sig, they both throw out those shards. But anyways, he does get something after all three are put out. Side sig, 2 side sig knockouts so far here in this game number 1.
I mean, this is why you play Caspian, right? Like,
It's literally why you play Caspian.
Because if you didn't have good sigs, everyone would say 2 string weapons, why? So.
Yeah, and that was, I think, the biggest reason for not playing the character for a lot of guitar and gauntlet enthusiasts.
Lets him come back up.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised about that too.
Okay, I guess Neeze will still find it, though. A little bit more work had to be done there because he didn't want to go for that previous edge guard. Maybe just felt a little bit more comfortable going on stage.
Well, he's about, what, 4 hits away from getting knocked out by a side sig at center? Like, especially if it's on the guitars. Oh.
Gotta watch how you land.
Oh, and now Godly's ready.
No, doesn't have to dare.
Oh, it puts the neutral signature and stops it mid-blast with that weapon throw. Side air.
Right into the recovery, and Godly takes game 1.
I feel like both players were surprised that knocked out. I feel, man, because I have to keep highlighting it that Diamond Head Epic crossover for Caspian has very high base force, right? And that's like basically, as you were talking about Flambeau, one of the few reasons why he's even viable as a pick.
Yeah, it's just like, and especially over time, he's just gotten so much love as well, you know? Like, just like a little bit of extra oomph here, a little bit of extra juice there, and then finally hit a point where everyone was like, yeah, nah, this guy is definitely extremely solid. Let's just wait for the guitar meta to come around, and then you're going to start seeing him. And just like that, he appeared. But on the other side of things, we're still seeing a healthy amount of Mordex, despite the fact that Scythe isn't as common as it used to be.
Yeah. And then bow and blasters and lance. Like there's just a lot. It just depends on really what your preference is. There's a lot of variety when it comes to competing in Brawlhalla right now. It's really awesome to see. But I still think that, like, if we were to define it as a meta at all, it would be that it's a guitar meta. I agree with that. And now we're in game number 2. Ooh, Godly up a game, but not up in this game 2, as he gets hit by that haymaker.
He's likely going to stick with the scythe. Yep. See if we can get a little bit more momentum here. He keeps going for that, like, jump, chase dodge, pivot, and air, which Godly's just been dodging down and avoiding. Side sig will KO. It has never not KO.
You might as well just like evaporate in midair. Like, it's like, why do I have to watch the animation? Why do I have to watch the knockback? Like, Diamond Head hits you with the side signature and then you just crystallize. It is brutal. Neeze still fighting fine though. Oh,
good grab.
Oh, that nair came through. It's so good.
All right, Neeze is just kind of looking to get Godly off stage yet again, throwing out a lot of downers here and active inputting to send off of the stage. We haven't really seen Neeze. Whoa! Wow, it's not going to be up? No way. Okay, cool. We haven't seen him get the side sig, really. I feel like that's the one that usually secures KOs for a lot of Gauntlet mains, or Mordex mains, rather, but on this side, he hasn't really been able to get it.
What's the difference? Gauntlet mains, Mordex mains. You probably
Fair.
have, but no, I see your point there for sure. Oh, Neeze so good with these dodge reads Nair. It was a good Nair, just not right positions.
Wow.
Still touchdown too with that dare. He was sweat beating as he went for it.
Oh.
Good spot dodge from Godly.
Godly's got to find himself in a side sig right now. This is.
Ask and receive.
I mean, it was about that time of the game. I was like, you gotta stay in this, man. There we go. Okay, and just like that. I mean,
jeez.
I was being a little facetious, but actually, oh no, he's one side sig. This is the side sig can come through here.
No, not yet.
In the corner.
If you get him at the edge of the stage,
In the
with guitar side
corner,
sig.
maybe.
Oh no! Oh, there it is.
Now it would, for sure.
Oh, he's looking for it. He's looking for it.
No,
He's just
it's guitars.
Dude, guitars. That's the one.
It's not the same.
I mean, the Gauntlet one is not as good, I guess.
Recovery?
Wait,
I don't know.
Godly's bringing this back so hard outside side. Even from that side of the stage. Even from that side of the stage. I'm telling you, it's Caspian's so good. Side six so good. I can believe it because I was calling for it, but I was kind of calling it in a way where I was like tongue-in-cheek about it, and then it just ended up being real analysis, and that's what burns me. That's
You're like, I was saying this
I was, well,
for the heck of it, and then it just kind of ended up being the truth.
He's the dude who goes to a restaurant and like he's like, I'm gonna order a fried rice, and they're like, we're a burger joint. And he's like, well, I still want it. And then he's mad when they bring out fried rice. Like,
and it's actually pretty good.
I
was like, what?
Man.
I came over here to have my day ruined, thank you. And instead I got exactly what I wanted. A game 3 where Godly's up 2-0. And
he's on the swap though.
He's on the swap to Lucian, but like every single one of these games, Neeze has been winning, and then Godly does Caspian things.
I was wondering when we were going to see the Lucian come out, because I would have liked if Neeze actually started with this character. But with that said, I think it may not matter. I mean, he's getting chopped up.
That would have been so
he kept the clip going. He kept it going. He said, nah, boy, I ain't done with you
How
yet.
did we get to Brawlhaven for game 3? This is Godly's homeland. Like, what? How did we get here? This is where Godly goes to get 3 stocks. Oh.
Recovery. Okay.
Nice. Chase dodge there because not on the ground, so you can't dash jump, so you got to find it some other way. Chase dodge lets you do that.
Yeah, the risk of using a gravity cancel downlight is gone when Neeze is playing because he never misses it. He's just so good at hitting those. So nice to see him on the blasters here again, but is it too little too late, Duke? I mean, we're already at a 2-0 situation where Duke's got where Godly's got a lead, and he could take it even further.
Okay, wow.
All right. Oh, just the dash for that downlight.
Yeah, just dropping the conversion. Could have had a...
that was
too low.
The weapon throw, I feel like, put him at a weird height.
He was this close to getting clipped. Oh, the hat almost caught it.
Look, okay, it's side sig the character for a reason, Kyle. The neutral signatures don't hit, all right? Those are just to make them go low so that you can hit the side sig.
Well, Neeze is definitely staying high, but like high and outside to avoid both the side sig and the end sig.
Yeah, he's been making it work. Could even things up here with these siders. Oh, Godly spot dodge just right beneath the downlight.
All right, looking for anything here, trying to
budget Caspian side sig.
Like, I got a reversal sig too.
Yeah, see, look.
It's so much slower.
80 frames to like. Oh, that's twice on the D-Light recoveries now. All right, Neeze could bring this to a game 4.
Okay, I hope so. I hope so. Wouldn't want to see him get cleanly swept here, and this is a good start. Manages to find Neutralite. Doesn't miss the dash conversion this time. Gets 5 unanswered hits. Tries to get the edge.
The ledge. No,
he can't touch.
No, he got another one.
It's Neeze. I wanted to be surprised, but it's like it's always him.
I didn't hear what the announcer said. Did you hear what he said?
I don't.
He was like, "Guess that's game."
I think it
Is
was.
That what that was?
Because that was an
There's like
such a Neeze moment.
There's like 12
Such a
variations
Neeze
of that I was involved in, and I've only ever heard them when watching Neeze.